All is calm, all is bright. When all is safe, all is right. Enjoy peace of mind this holiday season with the Erie weather-ready all-wheel drive Honda CR-V. Visit us at Bianchi Honda, because together is a wonderful place to be.
Welcome back, Tuesday edition of the Sports Blitz, Fox Sports Radio, 1330 AM, The Fan. Time now for the Gannon Golden Knights Coaches Show. He is the head coach, Kelvin Jefferson. Kelvin?
Hey, thanks for having me here. I'm glad I could make it with all the snow.
Oh, I'll tell you. Well, that's why it's great. You're right across the street. So the weather, you know, when you call me in a couple weeks and say, it's too bad out, can't make it over there. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm here.
I feel like it's been forever since October 29th. That's when you took on Indiana. 84-54 was the final, but your team led in the first half.
Yeah.
I saw the untrained eye. I saw a lot of good things.
Yeah, no, it was a really good game for us. It was a lot of good things that came out of it. Most importantly, we got a lot of film, a lot of things to talk about as a team, as a staff, things to work on and help prepare us for the season. I think it was a great thing for us to do.
It didn't look like the moment was too big for your guys, and you wonder about that going into a fabled environment like Assembly Hall. They seemed to relish it. It looked like, not to undersell it, but it looked like just another game.
I tell you what, we do have some guys on the team with experience, some older guys with a lot of confidence. So they walked in there, and I told them, we're going in there to win, we're going in there to compete, and they embraced it, like you said. They embraced the challenge, and they didn't back down. I really am proud of what they did in that game.
How key was a guy like Stephen Griffin in the lead up to that game? He knew of Indiana because he spent a couple years at Penn State. I love your assistant coaches, the resume they bring.
I got two great assistant coaches. I'll put my two against any two in the league. Steven had done a great job. It was his scout. We divide the scouts, so each game, one of the assistants will have a scout. Indiana was his scout. Obviously, he's got experience being in that league, and he did a great job preparing the guys, getting them ready, talking about their personnel and tendencies, and I think that helps the players feel confident when they're prepared, when they know that they know what the other team's going to do. It brings confidence to the team, and I think it showed on the court.
Indiana, you could tell that they know what they're doing down there, don't they, with that program? In watching them, it looks like they didn't even run as much as they could have. You know what I mean?
Well, I honestly think we did a good job defensively. I think we did a good job. They tried to run their stuff. And we're going to hang our hat on our defense this year. That's going to be something that we're going to pride ourselves on. If you watch the second half, they kind of got away from their offense and they went straight to trying to post us up. Obviously, they were much bigger than us at each position.
Right.
So they decided to scrap the offense. We're just going to post up their guards and we're going to play through the post and go from there.
Give it the Bronx.
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, I look at that second half and, for me, I take a lot of good things out of that because, for them to get away from what they wanted to do just to try to post us up, I thought we did a good job taking them out of their offense, imposing our will on them in the first half, and they decided to go to plan B.
Have you installed things based on the Indiana game, or would you have been installing the same systems either way?
No, I think, we haven't. Honestly, we haven't really installed too much since then. We have put in some new offenses and new plays and things like that. But I've said it from day one, and I'll say it the rest of the season. It's more about us. It's less about anybody else. And I'm the type of guy, I don't want to put in a lot of things, but what we put in, I want to run well. So we're gonna put in what we're gonna put in, and we're gonna execute it and do it really well, as opposed to putting in a whole lot of things and not doing anything well. So we're concentrating on us. We're trying to get better, and we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna throw it inside. We're gonna play through our guards, and we're gonna defend.
Another long trip coming up on Saturday. Of course, it's not too long in the grand scheme of your career, probably, to Bowie, Maryland. But 4 p.m. on Saturday at Bowie State. What is the energy like after Indiana? Was there kind of a surge in energy, if you will, because of how that all went down?
Yeah, I mean, there's a level of confidence, which is good, which I like. But at the same time, as a coach, you don't want them to be too overconfident. You want them to continue to work and understand, hey, it's a good moral victory, but it's still a loss, and we still got work to do. And this will help prepare us for the season, but it does not in any way make the season. So, it's a matter of staying level-headed. It's a matter of saying, hey, we saw glimpses where, yeah, we can be a pretty good ball team if we play together and play as a team and stay consistent.
Bowie State. Of course, I imagine you're focusing more on your film, because you just told me that. But what do you know about Bowie State as a team as we sit here on Tuesday? I'll
tell you what, they're probably one of not many teams that we'll face that has the size we have. They have pretty good size. I mean, they have a young man on the team. His name escapes me right now. But, I mean, last game he had 16 points, 14 rebounds. He's big, strong insider, very physical. So that's going to be a good matchup for us. One thing I like about us is that we have depth in the front court where they may have one or two guys. We have 5, 6, 7 guys in the front court with size, with strength. So we plan on throwing a lot of bodies at them and wearing them down. They have really good guards. They want to play fast. Again, for us, it's about being disciplined, playing our game. We want to run and take advantage of opportunities, but we also want to run our offense and make them guard us. I think when we run our offense, we get pretty good shots.
I think I've asked you this already, but is it your preference to travel around a lot at the beginning of the year? Some coaches have different philosophies, and some like to. I think it's the idea of just getting a road trip out of the way so players know where to go and what to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's probably less that than playing good teams.
Okay.
I want to play good teams that will prepare us for the league. Obviously, I think the world of our league. I think our league's the best league in the country when it comes to Division II basketball. But I think it's best to play competitive games early that can help prepare you. So if it's Indiana, if it's Bowie State, I think these guys are going to help prepare us and get us ready for the league.
Great stuff. He's Kelvin Jefferson. He is the head coach of the Gannon Golden Knights. You got Bowie State Saturday, 4 p.m., and then it's to the Hammer Mill for a couple PSAC opponents in Westchester, Millersville. So hit the ground running.
No, we're excited about that. It's always nice to come home. And for me, I've heard all the great stories about the Hammer Mill, so I'm asking everybody to come out and make it true for me. Let's fill that place up. Let's have a lot of fun. But it's going to be nice to get home and have 4 in a row. At home and be home for Thanksgiving. You got 2 early ones, then you got the Gary Miller Classic. We got a lot of good basketball coming up to the Hammer Mill.
Great stuff. What else are you doing these days? I mean, we are getting to know the person, Kelvin Jefferson. I won't keep you too much longer because one thing I know already is you're a pretty busy guy. But this time of year you're going to be sending the kids off soon, and then it's family time, it's holiday time. But do you have any time to watch basketball outside of your own team?
A little. Okay. And even when I'm at home and it's on TV, I'm still thinking about what we need to do. I still have a pen and a pad in my hand. Okay, what about practice? What do we need to do? What do we need to add? What do we need to tweak? Things like that. I'm still going through lineups and okay, these guys are starting. Who's the first one off the bench? Or if we get in these situations, what are we running? So it's funny. It's always, no matter what you're doing, always on your mind, always thinking, okay, what do we have to do next to get these guys ready? But I try to have some fun in between.
So you probably can't. Can you sit through an entire movie, or you start thinking about basketball like halfway through?
Oh, I always have the pen and the pad.
Really?
No, you always got to have the pen and the pad because when it hits you, you never know when it's going to hit you. And when it hits you, just got to be ready.
Love it. Music guy? Last question.
Absolutely.
Okay, what do you like?
I'm everything. I'll surprise guys with what I listen to. If it's Kenny G to LL Cool J, pick one.
Okay.
Anything in between.
He's Kelvin Jefferson, head coach of the Gannon Golden Knights. They got Bowie State Saturday, 4 p.m. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.